Devotees, I want to share 10 rules with you that comes out of our scriptures. 10 rules for a happy, fulfilling and blissful marriage. Not only for you people who are here in Gasparilla, but those of you who are following us on Sankhya TV. Here are 10 scriptural rules that are prescribed for us in our scriptures for a happy marriage. And what is the first one? My dear devotees, learn the art of forgiveness. Kshama. We want everybody, when we do something wrong, everybody must forgive us. Why are you only thinking about that? That over now. I thought we want everybody to forgive us, but we don't want to forgive when people do wrong. Devotees, forgiveness is one of the main ingredients in a successful marriage. It is not just about letting go of situations, but it is about understanding and accepting that your partner is a human being, your husband is a human being, your dulhin is a human being, and we are all prone to making mistakes. It is something you have to appreciate and value and learn the art of forgiveness. Everybody, even the greatest of us, would make mistakes. And so it is inevitable that in your marriage, mistakes would be made. And you must learn the art of forgiveness. And not only forgiveness, forgetting also. Secondly, the art of apologizing. There are some people, you have all kinds of words and lexicon in your vocabulary, but you see that word sorry? Never. That's like poison. Learn to say sorry when you do something wrong. Acknowledge it. It is good for yourself. Apologizing is the cornerstone of a healthy and happy marriage. Always remember that. Say sorry. Say sorry. It is about taking responsibility for what you have done and acting upon it to be able to bring resolution to the problems that may exist. Didi, and I want you to appreciate this one. Even if you know you are correct and Dulha is wrong, still say sorry. Bhaiya, even if you know and you could bring the Ramayana and the Gita and the Quran to prove that you are not wrong, still say sorry. Learn the art of saying sorry. It is one of the greatest and most powerful tools in building the best relationship. Thirdly, do not be afraid to argue. Are Bapre, I know I don't have to tell somebody, ladies, that. I shouldn't be telling ladies that. Do not be afraid of arguing. You know why? Stand up for what you believe in. As a husband, as a wife. But argue intelligently. Argue logically. And say how you feel. Don't only bottle it up. And then you say nothing. Duleha do something and he say nothing. Yeah, he gone to work. And you pick up the phone and you're calling Tom, Dick, Harry, Harry Lal, everybody, and you come. Argue and quarrel, but work it out. Let your arguments be at an intelligent level, at a righteous level, at a level of understanding where you could reach a peaceful solution. Third thing, have you ever wondered in your whole life, Didi Uma, Bhaiya Narad, Ma, my Dulahin here, Bhaiya, Uncle Pete, have you ever wondered why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth? Tanti real laugh across there. Yes, it is an indication to you. Learn to listen more and speak less. If he wanted you to he'd give you 2 mouth and 1 ear. My dear friends, always take time to listen to your partner. This is easy enough at times when you are discussing things that you like. But sometimes when your husband talking about things that he like and you may not be interested in, you might probably tend to TikTok or turn away or do whatever you want. but learn to listen. Because if you don't learn to listen to your partner, somebody else might be willing. Jai Bhagwan. My dear friends, learn to be a good listener in your marriage and in your relationship, even to the little things that you may think would be insignificant. Listen, learn to listen. You will gain so much of insight and so much of a better understanding of your partner, and it strengthens your relationship. If your partner doesn't feel as though you are paying attention to them, they could tend to think that you are no longer interested. Be very mindful. Fifth, learn to appreciate your partner. And what is appreciation? Despite what, compliments are always very important. Tell your Dulaha, boy, you did a very good job today. You went out and something was done and your Dulahin did something. Your Dulahin, every day this lady packing lunch for you. And hello, you thinking, by the time you get up in the morning and you open your eyes, breakfast on the table. By the time you bathe and change your clothes and you jump in the vehicle to go, you go to take a taxi, your lunch pack already. You reach home in the evening and food done on the table. Hello, it doesn't appear like that. Well, unless if you have Uber Eats. No, learn to appreciate your Dulahin. Girl, this food tastes real good, even if it had no salt. The roti caswell, you're complaining every day. Try a comment. You complain all the time. Try commenting and try commending and try positive influencing and see how it goes. One evening when your Dulaha come home, as tired as you might be, and this one I remember learning this one from my Aji. One evening, shock him, surprise him, meet him by the door, open the door for him. Put him to sit down, take out his shoe. And yeah, I know the socks does be a different story. Take out his socks and just squeeze your foot for 5 minutes. And you will see, these simple things adds a lot of value in the quality of your relationship. Everybody upgrade car. We buy tires for the car. We pay insurance. We paint over the house. We remodel the house. We put plant. We decorate. We change curtain. When was the last time you did something for your marriage? When was the last time you did something of quality in your relationship? Appreciation. Say things that are nice. Even though your Dulahin might have a straight nose, because of your stress, the hair might be falling out a little. Oh, you look so beautiful today. She might faint. But learn to appreciate your partner. Embrace change. We live in a changing world. From the weather changing, temperatures changing. Look, for the first time you're hearing places that would always be very hot getting snow. Everything changes. People will change. And you have to understand that in your relationship, there will be changes taking place. Your Dulahin is not going to look, after making 2 and 3 children and doing so much, I think you expect for she to look like Manisha Koirala. Stress takes a toll on you. Changes will take place. Your Dulaha, there will always be changes. Do you know, as a Pandit, I don't only do people's wedding. I don't, Jai Bhagwan, I don't only do wedding. Time is unkind to me tonight. But I also get involved in reconciliation and in counseling. We have different names in which we call them. But my dear friends, many a times you hear Didi saying, Baba, he is not the same man I married to. Why? Baba, he changed. You hear husband saying, Baba, you see that girl who you got me married to how many years ago? She changed. Thought people change. Yes, of course, people change. You have to be able to adapt to the changes that are taking place. Yes, your Dulahin changed, her behavior changed. Did you change? Did you change? So you have to be able to adapt to changes and make those changes when it is necessary. When you got married 40 years ago, yes, You could have sit down in a hammock and rock together Jai Bhagwan. Now they have movies. You telling me once in 6 months you can't tell Dulahin, no matter how busy things are, how hard things is, girl, come. It have a nice Indian movie. Let me go and see it. Oh my goodness. And you see two people, 40 years now, they're celebrating their anniversary and they take the car, jugu, 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 and they go on and they pack up by the cinema. And movie going on and they holding hand and she feeding him popcorn. Those are things that embellish your relationship. Uncle Pete said, Baba, lyrics too bad. These are the things that would embellish your relationship. Be a team. Be a team. Work together. Save together. Sacrifice together. Don't feel because you're going on the outside there and you have a job from 8 to 4 and you're working and you're bringing home a salary, what you feel, Dulahin sleeping home? They work just as hard. Be a team and understand that whatever you do, you have consultation, you have talking, and these are the things that help to embellish the sanctity of your relationship. Learn to respect each other. Not because you get vexed, you go open your mouth and say, and anything fly out of your mouth, you say it. And some of the worst names, could you imagine hearing a Dulaha, that your Dulahin doing everything for you? This lady lying down right next to you, she could take a dagger and stick it in your neck when you sleep in. And after all that, you could turn around and call the lady that N-word, N-A, I don't even want to spell it. Could you imagine that? And say the most derogatory things. That sometimes Dulahins get vexed and they say it also. Learn to respect one another. You get angry, say what you feel and say how you ventilate it. But at the end of the day, maintain that respect. My dear brothers and sisters, stop bringing up old things. Stop bringing up things for I don't know how many donkey years ago. That imagine after 20 years of marriage or 10 years of marriage, when you get vexed now, the first thing you heard it tells you, oh, because that boy didn't like you from long time, so da. Learn to forget things and leave it in the past. Stop bringing up old things you're regurgitating. You know some people like that? Rate. You know what's the rate? One thing, jugu, like a train going on the road. Every time they get vexed is one thing over and over, and you move nowhere in life because of that. Leave the past in the past, move forward and see how you could chart a course better. If you have raised an issue with your partner for which they have already apologized and you have already dealt with it, then leave that in the past. Stop bringing up these old things. And finally, my dear brothers and sisters, the last and final one. It is okay to go to bed in the night being upset and angry. You know why? Sometimes, because even as a pundit, I know I would tell the Dulahin, before you go to bed in the night, make sure whatever issues you have, resolve it. But you know what happens? Is that when you try that and you don't get through, you go to bed being angry and upset. Even if you are angry and upset, leave something for the next day in which you will have the opportunity to work on and work for and correct. This one, my dear brothers and sisters, might seem a little bit out of the context of solutions to problems in marriage and charting a course forward. The concept of conflict must never be settled, but it should always be an art in which you should work on as a husband and wife in a family. The art of being able to deal with every single problem that comes about. Before you go to bed in the night, always make a concerted effort to pray and ask God, Lord, thank you for the person that you have sent in my life to share my life with. Learn to love, learn to forgive, learn to appreciate, learn to commend, learn to be grateful and have gratitude, my dear brothers and sisters. And these are very important ways by which we can embellish, we could strengthen, and we could make more firm the relationship that we share as husbands and wife, not only contributing to a better relationship, but a better family life, setting good examples for our children, and being a model home that society can adore and look up to.